Well, the owners' meetings are underway. That means the general managers as well as the head coaches in Phoenix getting together, talking NFL things. Along those lines, Robert Saleh, a head coach of the Jets, talked about how the Elijah Moore trade came together with Moore coming to the Browns, as well as what he saw from Moore on the field.
Didn't think we'd be able to get a guy like McCole Hardman, and so when he was sitting there and just the amount of speed and the different things that he does, it was just a no-brainer for Joe for us to add him, and then obviously once that happened, there was a lot of different phone calls for Elijah, and not that we were ever shopping him, but obviously Joe was given something that he felt was really, really good, and he took it. You always look in the mirror. If it doesn't work out with a player, as a coach, you just always go back and just try to figure out what went wrong, what could have been better. But Elijah had a really good second half of the year last year. I know that everyone's going to talk about the first half of the trade demands, but he's a tremendous young man. Works his tail off. Got a lot better as the year went on, and regained all his speed, and was very productive for us. And so there's no doubt Cleveland got a really good receiver, and he's going to be good there for a while.
That's Robert Saleh, the Jets head coach, talking about Elijah Moore. Let's welcome in Scott Petrak from the Elyria Chronicle-Telegram, as well as brownzone.com. It kind of answers some questions with how Elijah Moore is leaving. And, when you look at it, Scott, they drafted Garrett Wilson in front of him. They signed Corey Davis. They signed McCole Hart. They just kept bringing guys in front of him. So I could understand where he would want out of that organization.
Yeah, it's interesting. Obviously, he didn't handle it the best way last year, right? Having a blow up, he winds up getting, pretty much suspended for a game, and then came back and played the rest of them. Robert Saleh, a lot of people in the Jets, say good things about Elijah Moore. So I think the fresh start in Cleveland will do him well. But just the, cynic in me, I guess, wonders, well, if you draft a guy at 34, why do you keep bringing in guys in front of him, right? Like Garrett Wilson makes sense. He's a big-time player. But they didn't have to go get McCole Hardman and pay him more than Elijah Moore, right? So obviously there was some kind of disconnect, or didn't feel like he felt with maybe the scheme. But he's exactly what the Browns were looking for. They were looking for a guy who can play in the slot and can separate, and they think Elijah Moore can do that. And he can. He's got the speed to do it.